You will need a white cake mix, candy melts, a white frosting, toothpicks, food coloring, a cake pan, and wax paper. Start out by mixing up your cake mix. Next, you're going to need 4 bowls. Divide your cake mix evenly among the 4 bowls. You're also going to need 4 spoons. Next, you're going to need your food coloring. I use 3 drops of each color. Next, you're going to need your cake pan. I sprayed mine with butter cooking spray, just so the cake wouldn't stick. Next, you're going to pour your cake batter in sections. Now it's time to put your cake in the oven. Once your cake is done baking, let it cool completely. Next, you're going to use a butter knife to cut the cake into sections. Next, you're going to need a large mixing bowl. Crumble the cake up into the bowl. Next, you're going to need your frosting. I use about half a can or a little less. Mix the frosting in with the cake crumbs. Now you're going to need a cookie sheet lined with wax paper. Get some of the mixture in your hands and start rolling up your cake balls. Once you have all of your cake balls rolled up, put them in the freezer for about an hour. Next, you're going to need your toothpicks, candy melts, sprinkles, which are optional, and 2 mixing bowls. These next items are optional. I bought this container with a lid at the dollar store and also these baking cups, but you can also just put these on wax paper. Next, you're going to take your toothpicks and stick one into each of the cake balls. Next, you're going to put some of your candy melts into each of the bowls. Put the candy melts in the microwave on the defrost setting and microwave them at 30-second intervals until they're all melted. Next, I'm going to line my container with the baking cups. If you don't have one of these containers and baking cups, you can also just put these onto wax paper. Now it's time to start dipping the cake balls into the candy melts. After I dip mine, I let some of the extra candy melt run off before I put them on the paper. Once the cake balls are dry, you're going to remove the toothpicks. Next, I'm going to fill in the holes using a toothpick and some of the melted candy. This next step is optional. You're going to need 2 baggies and a pair of scissors. Put some of the melted candy into the baggies. Seal up the baggie so there's no air in it. Next, you're going to cut a tiny hole into one of the corners. Now you're just going to drizzle it on. And your cake balls are done. The insides of these look really pretty. My camera just didn't pick up the color too good.